Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants manufacture their own food, glucose, from carbon dioxide and water, by using light energy. In the presence of chlorophyll, and oxygen is released as a byproduct. This process is the foundation of life on Earth, because it provides food and oxygen for almost all living organisms. Photosynthesis takes place inside a special organelle called the chloroplast. The chloroplast is a green, oval-shaped structure found in plant cells and is surrounded by a double membrane, which is clearly visible in the diagram. Inside the chloroplast, there are two main regions that play important roles in photosynthesis: the thylakoids and the stroma. Thylakoids are flattened, disc-shaped membranes that are stacked together to form structures called grana. These thylakoid membranes contain chlorophyll, the green pigment that absorbs light energy. In the diagram, the light reactions of photosynthesis are shown occurring on these thylakoid membranes. Surrounding the thylakoids is the stroma, a fluid-filled region that contains enzymes necessary for food synthesis. The Calvin cycle, also known as the dark reaction, takes place in the stroma, as shown on the right side of the image. Now, focusing on the left side of the diagram, sunlight falls on the thylakoids, where chlorophyll absorbs the light energy. Water enters the thylakoids and undergoes a process called photolysis, in which water splits into oxygen, hydrogen ions, and electrons. The oxygen produced is released into the atmosphere and is essential for respiration. In living organisms, the energy carried by the electrons is used to produce ATP and NADPH, which are energy-rich molecules that store chemical energy. These energy molecules, ATP and NADPH, then move from the thylakoids into the stroma. At the same time, ADP and NADP+ return back to the thylakoids to participate again in the light reactions. This continuous exchange of energy carriers is clearly indicated by arrows in the diagram. Now shifting our attention to the right side of the diagram, we see the Calvin cycle, a circular pathway occurring in the stroma. Carbon dioxide enters this cycle and, using the energy provided by ATP and NADPH, it undergoes a series of enzyme-controlled reactions. Through this process, carbon dioxide is converted into glucose. The glucose produced is used by the plant as an energy source, stored in the form of starch, or used to build important plant structures. In summary, the diagram shows that photosynthesis occurs in two main stages. The light reactions convert light energy into chemical energy in the form of ATP and NADPH. The Calvin cycle uses this energy to synthesize glucose. Oxygen is released as a valuable byproduct during this process. Thus, plants act as natural food factories, producing food and oxygen, and supporting all life on Earth.